Home team selection. Ready. Ready. Team set. For defense. Mult. Delaware. Team set. Cal select. Spread. Defense. Team. Mult. Delaware. Team set. Cal select. Spread. Team ready. Home team selection. Georgia Bulldogs.
Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Entering normal.
The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got his man to the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Georgia going up tempo.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football game.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Slings it downfield. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Fit it in the window for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going for the big play, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Gators have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Substitution.
And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
To the air, it's Goff. And he's feeling the heat, and down he goes. They were looking to take the lead, and they cannot, still trailing by a single. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Fighting off the defender. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Georgia comes quickly to the line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Finds his big tight end. And he's dragged down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, and still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Give cushion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to throw. It's Goff. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that runner.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Sprint HB and around.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Corner.
Wants to go up top. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. Inches away from the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Categories. We have 15 options. Temperature is selected.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Dances away. They're working that left side. And they get him down. Georgia going up tempo. He wants to change this route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle. It's Neal. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Moving the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
There are 11 categories. You have 38 options. Each listing is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if If you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Goff. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to Washington State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Powers through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finding an escape route. Turning on the Jets. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hand.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Entering cover 4.
Well, this defense is being challenged in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter. And already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Oh, he's got some space. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Verticals is selected.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Goff. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Or did he find a hole in the defense? They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Free key. You have 3 options.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Enter. Normal. Onside base. Normal.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Play type, error, concept, shots, split, Osprey HB flat.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Punched key. Do slow. Pass slide. Motions. Pass slide. Y screen.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. It's Goff. Here comes the heat. And the defense got him at the 27. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to throw on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
You got to punt that ball, sir. You got to punt that ball, sir. You got to punt that ball, sir. Got to punt that ball, sir.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
Screen RPO alert. AHP slip screen. Entering paused screen. You have not entering cancel pop-up waiting. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for entering cancel pop-up waiting. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your.
Come on, man. 4th and 7. You got to punt the ball.
Entering cancel pop-up. Entering cancel pop-up wait. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
It was 4th and 7.
Sending the offense back to work.
I can go pull it back up for you. 4th and 7, bro.
They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Goff. Quarterback extends the play. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes. He has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that. And this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab on the back. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside. There was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Scott. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Gators are in the hurry up. They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Entering play call.
As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results.
It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
They're trailing by 21 to Colorado State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. Oh, the quick spin move. Oh, he did it again. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field. Another touchdown for this guy who's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
3 double cloud is selected.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He turns it loose to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Ohio, there are 5 categories. You have 4 options. What slot out is selected.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going again.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Goff. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Offset.
Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Entering play.
Told you, man, I'm going to let you win them simple games, but when this shit counts, nigga, no.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen
Nigga, I told you, nigga. Don't you be talking that noise to me, nigga. I'll let you win, but when I get serious and put my foot on that pedal, nigga, it's all the way to the metal.
These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step
Nigga, I open up that playbook, nigga. It's a different, them play actions and stuff, they all tricky, I got.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
What are you doing, man? You steady fuck. Let me get back on. Let's go, Florida.
Bring it out.
This game finna get out of hand now. I'll win by 28.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Oh,
I don't give a fuck. You hit him.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces it wrong.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down across the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job.
He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. He says, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
And he makes the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Florida screen. AHD counter.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches. And I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Goff. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unloads it left. Working a little.
Entering pause. Entering cancel pop-up.
Magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. You got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
Rush is on him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Here's a throw downfield late. There he goes. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Running to Green. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They kept that drive alive, but but still ground to cover here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Neal. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the line.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
There are 5 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 invert is selected.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. You might be looking at overtime soon.
You have 12 options. The goal is selected.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot.
Good fucking game, me. Good fucking game, me. You knew you was going for it. You knew he was trying you.
I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit.
Don't be trying me, man. Don't be trying me, man. Don't be trying me, man. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Got us one on the road, man. Let's go get some of this dog, man. Got us one on the road, man. Let's go get some of this dog, man. We got us one on the road, man. Let's go get some of this dog, man. Yes, sir.
Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering puzzle. Return to hub. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions.